Alright, let's do problem 1.4. I'll show you a couple different new things on this one. So let's go to features. So actually it starts off with this boss that comes off of the origin. So let's just make that one first. So extruded, we'll use this at the front plane. We'll make that first circle. Hey, look at that. We're in freedom units. So inch, pound, second. So make sure you have that right. Smart dimension. This circle, which it gives us the dimension right here, should be 0.45 inches. Okay, we're gonna exit that sketch. We're gonna flip it over to the other side, and that is 0.45 inches thick. Check mark on that. Okay, now let's build this ellipse back here. So we're gonna extrude boss space. I'm gonna use this backside now. So we have an ellipse tool here. So we're gonna use this one. So we're gonna go out. So it looks like a circle at first. Make sure that line is coming out straight. So we click there, and then when you go to the middle, then you can extend out. So this is a little bit more than the actual circle. So we'll go here. So smart dimension from here to here, that is 0.5. And then from here to here, it is 1.6. And then the other thing that we want to do is make sure that this point and this point are vertical together. All right, so that check marks that. Exit that sketch. And then the thickness of this is 0.15. And do check mark. Okay, so now let's do these two little circles here. There's two holes that are there. Let's do extrude cut. We'll do it from here, from the back. So select the circle. We're going off of the center line here too. So sometimes actually using this is kind of tricky. Sometimes doesn't. Sometimes, yeah. See, so like it doesn't really let you select it very well sometimes. So what I like to do is, we know that these are symmetrical, so I would just take the 0.175 and the 175, subtract that from 1.6, and that should give you your dimension from the center. So what I'll do here is I'll do smart dimension, and then I'm gonna go from here to here. And so you could grab a calculator and just do that dimensions, right? But you could actually like type in the formula in here. So what we can do is do 1.6 divided by 2, right? Because we're only looking at the half, and then subtract subtract 0.175. And that gives you your dimension. So it actually wound up being 0.625. So cool little feature that you can use. You can put in dimensions. For instance, another dimension that I saw in here was these. So the one that we're doing here. So it's 0.125, which is also an eighth. Let's say, for instance, someone gave you the dimension of an eighth and you don't know what that is in decimal points. You could just put 1-8, and then that'll give you that dimension of 1.125. All right, so the other thing that we want to do is we want to make sure that this and this are horizontal. All right, so now those are in line. And then what I'll do is I'll create a center line going off the center of this, because I know that these two are symmetrical to each other. And what I'll do is I'll click on this sketch now, and then I'm going to mirror entities. I'm going to mirror this arc, and I'm going to mirror it about that new center line that I clicked. So now it's going to create another hole there, and then I'm going to do check mark. So now I have my two holes there. Now I can exit the sketch, and I want them to cut through all. Check mark on that. So that's that. Now the only other thing that we have left is this new feature, which is adding polygons. So this is a hexagon that you add here. So we're gonna do extrude cut, select this face, and then we're gonna select the polygon, which is this one here. It already selected 6, but you can select more sides before you go. So we're gonna do 6, check mark on here, and then just bring it out this way. And then the smart dimension, so from here to here, it tells us that it is 0.25, and that gives us all the dimensions. The other thing we want to do is make sure that this line, or this point, and this point are horizontal. And then that check mark it, then we can exit sketch, and this one only goes in 0.45 minus the 0.15. So it's 0.3, but you could also, if you wanted to do it in here, you could also do it in here. So we're gonna go blind, and this dimension is 0.30. Do check mark, and that is our part right there. So again, they have volume here, so we can go to evaluate, mass properties, and our volume is 0.15. So it doesn't, I think if we had more significant figures, we would get a closer number to that, but that's pretty good for me. I would count that as a win. So yeah, that's practice problem 1.4. So we did polygons on this one, showed you how to do a little bit of the center lines and mirroring things from one place to the other. So yeah, that's pretty good new tools that you can use. All right, sounds good. We're on problem 1.5 next. Thanks for watching. Bye.